Welcome to the Human Capital Innovations Podcast. We're your source for personal, professional, and organizational growth and development, where we share original research, explore industry trends, and interview executives and thought leaders from across the globe. We hope you join us often for practitioner-oriented content around all things related to leadership, HR, talent management, organizational development, and change management. Maximize your personal and organizational potential with Human Capital Innovations Podcast. If you enjoy the Human Capital Innovations Podcast, enjoy ad-free listening by going to the Patreon page, and please consider contributing even at the producer or sponsorship level. And please leave a review. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the Human Capital Innovations Podcast. In this HCI podcast episode, I talk with Vikas Singhal about overcoming failures, learning from setbacks, and leveraging technology to add value to the market. Vikas Singhal, welcome to the Human Capital Innovations Podcast.
Hey, John. Thanks. Thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure. It's great to be on your show.
It is great to be with you. Where are you joining us from today?
I am from India.
Wonderful. So it's much later in the day for you, morning for me here south of Salt Lake City in Utah in the U.S.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here in India.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, again, thank you. And today we're going to be talking about your company and your professional journey around involvement with SEO and becoming an SEO expert. And I'm really interested in learning more about your just career journey, as well as the challenges you faced, how you've worked to overcome those throughout your career up to this point. As we get started, I wanted to share Vikas's bio with everybody. Vikas Singhal is an experienced professional SEO consultant and founder of Brownell.com and Samblogs.com. He has been bringing growth, ingenuity, and experience into the SEO world over the last 11 plus years. He's well known for helping various eminent brands and startups working in competitive SEO industries in different niche and languages all over the world. He's formulated a deep SEO knowledge in the past 11 plus years and has also achieved vast experience in fighting challenges that have been used to help his clients. Again, a pleasure to be with you. Anything else you would like to share with me or my audience by way of your background or personal context before we dive on in further?
Yeah, sure. As you told the people, I'm the owner of Samblogs.com. We started this agency in 2013. You can get in touch with us on Samblogs.com. My personal Twitter handle is the Vikas Singhal. So that's the basic thing about our agency.
Wonderful. And tell us a little bit more. This is a people management, organizational leadership podcast. And so people tuning in to know how to best lead their teams, how to help their people progress in their careers. We have a lot of people in the tech industry trying to figure out how to better, attract and retain good tech talent. I think there's some good overlap between your experience and what you're trying to accomplish and how you're trying to help organizations with what many of my audience are trying to grapple with themselves. So why don't you tell us just a little bit about that journey over the last, 11 plus years? What has been that SEO journey for you? Why did you get into that space? And what have been some of the biggest challenges that you've had to face that you've worked to overcome during that time?
Yeah, of course. I'll start from the beginning. As you know, I come from a small town here in India. After cracking my competitive exams, I managed to come out of my cocoon and move to Jaipur city for my graduation. I got in mechanical engineering stream. So in 2006, I got my first job in ITC Limited, Bangalore. So it was a food company. So basically, I was a mechanical engineer, shifted to a food company, started working on there. They gave me personal car, personal driver, and lots of other perks as well. And in fact, a great enhanced salary, which was good for a person straight out of college. 23 years of age. But somewhere in my inside, I was not happy with it. Uh, I wanted something else from life. I wanted to do something else. So in 2008, I resigned, and along with my friends in Mumbai, we started a marketing company. But it didn't work. It didn't work, and it collapsed in 2010. So in 2 years, I had left my job. I had one company which didn't work out. On the same time, I was getting married, so things were bad. So at that time in 2010, I came back to Jaipur again, from which I where I graduated, and I started learning a new skill called SEO. It was new, but it was like very beginning of my career. I started taking freelancing project in 2010. And in 2010 September, I think we hit our first $3,000 through digital marketing as freelancing projects. So that's how I came to know this is the area I want to grow. Also, it was getting it will be booming in coming decade. It was very pretty clear about that. So that's how I get into SEO.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you for that brief overview. I think that's super helpful just to understand the context. What do you see? SEO is one particular type of skill set and tool that organizations can utilize to help them bring value to the market. And of course, it's one of many different types of tools. Like you said, I think it's going to take off, continue to be even more and more important in the coming years. So I think that's wonderful. But as part of a broader set of tools that organizations are trying to use, technologies that they're leveraging to continually bring value to the market. Where do you see SEO specifically fitting in there? And in the broader context, where do you see technology taking us in the world of work, say over the next 5 to 10 years?
Things are changing fast. If you talk about the technology point of view, things are changing a lot. If you know, AI is taking over everywhere. Everywhere you go, AI is there. Even it is SEO, there is AI content. Even if you go to the restaurant, there are robots. There are AI algorithms. So technology is changing. Everybody is changing. And if you talk about the SEO, it will keep on changing as well. Actually, the if you heard the term, change is the only constant. So SEO will also change, but at the same time, as a marketing funnel, you need something which is which can give you a good ROI. If you compare it to Facebook ads, Google ads, these are all the ads technique which you can where you can put money and money will come back. But SEO is a long term perspective in that term, and it's the if you keep a set budget out for your organization in for SEO, or keep investing on that, and you can get a huge ROI. And that ROI, if can make you a brand, and once you are a brand, you people are searching through it, you can get more money and you can invest that money in other area of technology, so that you can use SEO, leverage SEO benefits to invest the same money you get from SEO in more technology, and you can grow as an organization.
Yeah, and I think that ROI kind of argument is a really, really important one. And as you mentioned, disruptive technology, that's the name of the game, right? That's the current environment. I don't see that changing anytime soon. In fact, I think I see it
Yeah.
accelerating. And SEO, that was something maybe it was around 10 years ago, but it's not something I was aware of 10, 15 years ago. And it's certainly something that everyone talks about now, making sure that you're maximizing that. And I get emails constantly from people wanting to help me with my SEO. And I'm like, yeah, I probably need to do better with that. And so it's super important. So I think that that is a really great perspective.
Yeah.
And just zooming out a little bit and just thinking more generally about the technological trends, I think is super, super important.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
we as organizational leaders are trying to figure out do we how do we redesign our work to leverage the existing and emerging technologies so that our teams can thrive and really drive innovation and value to the market? That fundamentally, I think, requires us to adopt this and many other types of technologies that are going to assist, where there's going to be that higher level of ROI and not just short-term ROI, but long-term benefit for the organization that's going to help us succeed. Well, good. So as we move on, let's talk a little bit more as you're starting your companies. You mentioned a little bit in your overview, kind of your background, that you had a company that you started that failed. That's a pretty common story, right? Most entrepreneurs have those experiences. But maybe elaborate a little bit more on your path towards overcoming those setbacks. And I'm sure that you learned lessons, but that also you've experienced many challenges and even failures and setbacks in your current company, because that's just part of the game. So how do you approach those when those happen, so that you can turn them into and leverage them as learning opportunities, developmental opportunities, rather than succumbing to the frustration and being overwhelmed by it?
Yeah, it's a good question, John. If I go back to 2008, I had a good job, but still I was not happy there. So I went into a marketing field, which was not my field at that time. I have zero experience. So just like 2 3 people, we thought that we can pull it off, and we started a marketing company, and it did work out. If you see, I lost my job. I didn't have the savings, and people calling me failure and everything. You listen it everywhere, like it's like a common story, as you know. But at the same time, if I see it back, it gave me a challenge. It asked me to prove myself. It asked us that we are right and we can still pull it off again. And at the same time, they gave me learnings, what not to do. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes you don't know what to do, but it's good to know what not to do. So that's how I started. We started a small steps. We started working ourselves. When I started these freelancing projects, SEO projects, we were 2 people who were talking to the clients, who were delivering the job, who were doing the job. So we didn't hire so many people. We didn't put up a huge infrastructure behind it. We just got a domain name, we put up some content on it, and we started talking to the clients on the Skype, Zoom, everywhere, whatever available at that time. So slowly we start getting money, and then we started putting that money into infrastructure, that money into people, so that people can work for us and we can talk to more clients. Because at one time, I was talking to 10 clients, but we were 2 people only doing the work for the 10 clients. So that was not possible. So as we came to know we have money now, we can hire more people to work, and then we can invest more time into clients, to speaking to the clients, solving their problems, and how we can grow, and how we can touch them, how we can do better SEO for our own site, our own branding. So that's how we grow. And in the same timeline, in the same time, we face challenges. Challenges will come. They will always come. People leave you. At one time, 4 people, those were the backbone of our organization. They left us in one day. 4 people left, and we were like, how to hire more people now? We had so many projects which were in pipeline. We were so many works to do. Then again, we have to come into the office. We have to start doing work. We have to hire people on priority basis, on higher salaries. But the one thing I understand is it's about mindset. If you are money conscious, if you are success conscious, you can pull it off. You see the brighter side of it, because if you once you get over those failures, you have different kind of confidence. Like, if today we are in a shape, even if 10 people resign at one time, we won't mind it. We can pull it off because we have done it in 2010, 12. We have done it. So that's how we see things. Once something happens to us, we go through it, then we see it easy. If it happens again, we can pull it off. So it's more about mindset, and how success conscious, being about success conscious. And second, I will say, how you manage your team. For us, I right now I have 45 people in my office, and each one of us have the privilege. They can directly come to my cabin. They can talk to me. They can talk to our problem, his problems, single problems. So that's how organization culture we have put up. So everybody is free. Everybody knows their responsibility, what work they have to doing, what part of the project they are important to, and how it should go. It should be done. So the teamwork is the second step, I would say. If you can manage people, you can manage companies, you can manage bigger organization. So these two things, and mindset and team, this is the basic pillar of this organization so far.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's so important. You said many really great things there. And I think if we have a growth mindset, if we have an abundance mindset, if we have a culture and an environment of continual learning and development, then we see challenges and setbacks as not negative things. I mean, certainly everyone gets frustrated when things don't work out the way we want them to. But when those happen, we learn from them. We take that as an opportunity to further develop and to grow. And we learn and we do things differently the next time. We iterate, and it's part of it, a broader experimentation kind of a process. And I just really, really like that. And I like how you've pivoted throughout your career. I like how you have adopted that kind of lifelong learning model, and that you've leaned into the challenges that you face. Well, Vikas, it has been a real pleasure. I know at the time it has flown by. We've only scratched the surface, but this has been a fun conversation. Before we wrap up for today, I wanted to give you a chance to share with my audience how they can connect with you, find out more about your work, your team, and then give us the final word on the topic for today.
Yeah, for everyone out there, I will say, don't let your dreams down. Work for your dreams, and if you dream it, you can do it. And for the people wanted to connect to me, they can reach out to me at my verified Twitter handle. It is @thevikas_singal. They can connect me to on my website samblock.com. And if they happen to visit India, ask them to connect with me via phone. This is 766-553-555 Indian number +91. So get in touch with me. Keep on dreaming and keep on growing.
Well said. Thank you so much. It's just been a pleasure. I encourage my audience to reach out, get connected, find out more about what Vikas and his team can do for you. And as always, I hope everyone can stay healthy and safe, that you can find meaning and purpose at work each and every day. And I hope you all have a great week. Do you enjoy the Human Capital Innovations podcast? Enjoy ad-free listening by going to the Patreon page. And please consider contributing even at the producer or sponsorship level. And please leave a review. Thank you for your support. Thanks again for joining us for this episode of the Human Capital Innovations podcast. I hope you stay healthy and safe and that you have a great week.